Every other year, the entire world tunes in to watch either the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics. They cheer on their country and they watch extraordinary people break records that other extraordinary people set. The entire world is waiting to see that Olympic moment. And when it happens, they explode with excitement. They feel pride for their country and are inspired to do more in their own life. It's like this one moment wakes us up to so much potential in this teeny weeny little moment. And today we're going to take a look at how we can use that same exact tool that these Olympians use to reach their most coveted gold medal status to get success in our online tutoring business. Hey there, my name's Joanne Kaminski, and I have to be real with you. I don't really enjoy sports. I know, weird, right? I love to crochet, read, and hang out with my family. But when the Olympics are here, my TV is on 24/7 when there is live coverage of the Olympics. I love seeing these moments where people like Usain Bolt reach speeds of 27 miles per hour and gymnasts get close to scoring that perfect 10. To hear their stories and what they have had to go through to get to that point that they are at today, it inspires me to do more, to be more, to experience more. But these Olympians, they may have talent, they may have determination and the ability to stick with things even when they fail. But none of it would be possible without a coach guiding them and telling them how to improve. See, a coach can see the errors the Olympian is making and give feedback to improve whatever they are trying to accomplish. Now, most of these coaches, they're passionate about the sport that they coach. They've spent their entire lives immersing in the sports themselves. They know everything about it from the inside out. And this is why you don't see a coach that coaches basketball all of a sudden switch to figure skating. What makes the coach unique is that they know all about the ins and outs of a sport. They can spot things that no one else can see, and they can turn your performance around to reach higher levels of success. Now, some of these athletes, they can't afford a coach. They have to take on a part-time job, share living arrangements with other athletes, and even accept government assistance. And they do all of this so that they could continue to reach their dreams. They do what it takes and they never give up. So how does this relate to our online tutoring business? Well, many tutors think that they can leave the stress of the school system or the stress of working at a low rate from a tutoring company and start their own business. And they don't have a lot of income. And so they cut as many corners as possible. And the first corner they cut is getting a coach that can guide them. Why? They don't even realize they need one. They think, how hard can this be? I'll put up a flyer, tell my friends and family, and I'll instantly have students. They think that once they create a website, it is going to be flooded with people from around the world wanting to work with them. And why not? I mean, they have years of experience. They're great at what they do. So everyone should want to work with them, right? The problem is, they were once employees. And there is a mindset change that needs to happen once you go from competing in the job market to competing in the business arena. And it's similar to the difference that happens for an Olympian that is competing against her local area to all of a sudden competing nationally or worldwide. New skills need to be developed. And one of those skills that tutors need to learn is how to teach online. And the other skill that is needed is how to market online. And many tutors think that if they list their credentials and their experience, that they will be seen as an expert. But what if, when people see all of that, they instead think, blah, blah, blah. They don't know what that school is, what their credential is, and honestly, they don't care. There is only one thing that matters, and that is performance. Can you get the results that they are seeking for their child? Do you know what results they want? Do you know what they're struggling with? Who else that was similar to their child have you helped? When tutors can make this switch to marketing about themselves, to marketing for their clients, and writing in a way that specifically touches on their inner desires, then and only then do you stand out in their mind as an expert. So how do you do that? Well, you do that by getting a coach who can guide you in the process. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have worked with a lot of coaches. Some of them were okay, some were good, and others were great. And there are a lot of people that you can work with. Do you want to work with someone that teaches general business skills or someone who knows the tutoring industry from the front to the back and inside out? Now, in the beginning, there were no business coaches for online tutors, specifically because in 2010, it was still an emerging industry. Now, more people are turning to online tutoring than have ever done so before. And this means more tutors are needed to fulfill the demand. Now, when I got started, I listened to my coach, but she led me down some paths that were not specific to my industry. She was thinking about marketing in general versus marketing to my specific ideal client. And she was thinking more about offline strategies versus strategies that would work to get found online. And it was my own experience that fueled the other fire to lead other tutors to success. Now, in the beginning, I was an okay coach. I knew the basics of leading others and helping them get found. But I had a lot to learn on this journey. I learned that people need accountability. So just creating courses isn't going to be enough to help people become successful as an online tutor. I've learned that people succeed when they're in community with other successful people. They're motivated by each other and they cheer each other on when they experience success. Now, I almost tried quitting being a business coach for online tutors in 2017. I was helping some tutors, but I didn't feel like I was making the impact that I wanted to. And a couple of people were successful, but it was still taking a ton of time for most. And then in 2017, Terry Grigsby joined my 5-day challenge on getting her tutoring business started. And after that challenge, she told me she had 2 students. I was stoked. She was able to take the information that she learned, applied it, and did it. And until that time, some people were taking action and getting some results, and others were passively learning through me. And they would take in the information, but then not take action. Terry relit my fire and my desire to help others. In her first 5 months, she ended up getting 25 students, which for her was book solid. Other tutors were jealous of the attention that I was giving Terry. New tutors who entered the group felt like she was bragging, and I was bragging about her. But what they didn't realize was that months before this success, tragedy had hit Terry's life. She was still coming to the calls, but was depressed and fearful that she would lose her home. And then one day she came to our group coaching call and I told her to write down how many students she wanted to get on a piece of paper. But she needed to write it down in the present tense like she had already had these students. I believe her number at that time was like 20. So she wrote down that she was grateful that she had 20 students. She began looking at this every day when she sat down at her computer. And something didn't sit right with her. She thought, if I really want 20 students, what actions am I taking? And she began taking 5 actions a day to get those students. She worked hard, but she got results. And each week she came to the group coaching call. She shared her successes of getting 10 students in 1 week. Everyone was so excited that this woman had gone through so much and had come so far. She was unstoppable. This energized and it motivated more people in the group to take similar actions and do the things that Terry was doing. And guess what? They started getting more students. The energy in our group had been revived and I had been hooked ever since on truly helping tutors get their online tutoring business started, growing, and reaching levels of success that only others could dream of. When Terry shared what her experience had been like for the Insider Secrets Club and the group coaching that is included, she said, vital. You answer all my questions, Joanne, along the way. It's kept me accountable. I didn't want to show up the next week without doing what I said I would do. Listening to others' goals and questions, she said, always gives me ideas for me to do. Last but not least, she said, you're an amazing woman and lift me up and encourage me if I'm down and you cheer me on. And last week, someone asked me how many tutors I've helped. And it was a fair question, but I was kind of stumped. I mean, every week I get emails from people thanking me for helping them with their business. People I've never met or had a conversation with. Since starting this YouTube channel, thousands of people have been motivated through my content. And there are now 2,500 subscribers. Our Facebook group is the largest active group that is not littered with spam. We have close to 5,000 members in that group. And our private community, oh my gosh, you guys, there are over 160 members. Sometimes we never know how many people we help, right? But I get the joy and satisfaction from seeing the thousands of people that interact with my content get results. I also have the special opportunity to work with tutors one-on-one. And I find this to be the highest level of commitment for an online tutor. And these tutors, they're willing to step out of their comfort zone, get the help that they need, and take action. It is awesome. And I don't choose people based on how much money I can make, but who do I feel that I can make the most impact with? I love being of service, but if I feel that someone's not 100% committed, they are not ideal for me. If you're interested in being considered as one of the elite that gets to work with me, fill out the registration form in the description below. As soon as there are openings available for coaching, I'll take a look at those applications and decide who seems ready for this important next step in their business. Now, I asked other tutors what their experience has been like working with me, and Elaine Lingard said, I was struggling to develop an effective online presence when I first connected with Joanne. Being new to running a business, I was unfamiliar with all of the behind the scenes work that needed to be done to make a new business grow and develop online. I have since developed a solid understanding of areas such as SEO, which is search engine optimization, video marketing, effective website design, to name a few. My business has since become fully booked thanks to the groundwork I have done. Working with Joanne has been and continues to be a great pleasure. She is full of great ideas and is so willing to share her amazing knowledge of the online tuition world with her clients. I know how infectious enthusiasm will rub off on anyone who works with her. Her knowledge is outstanding and her mentorship is second to none. When I hear another tutor say that they're fully booked, I become ecstatic. I have that feeling that makes me want to jump up and down inside. And Elaine's success is no different. I know that tutors can learn this stuff, even if they don't feel technologically advanced. So when they prove me right, I get a lot of joy. Now, Alexa Mwale has been in our Insider Secrets Club for several months and has personally been working with me one-on-one. She said, I feel so fortunate to have found you. I sincerely mean that. As a mom of 2 small kids, I knew I wanted to continue teaching, but didn't want to stay in the school system because I needed flexibility for my family. You've taught me so much and been the perfect coach and cheerleader for me. I have had other coaches before you that weren't good fits and didn't know the tutoring world. You have helped me build my business up to be almost completely booked in a year, given me specific strategies to use to teach reading online that my master's program didn't even teach me, have kept me going when I felt like I wanted to quit. Working with you one-on-one offers me time to work on my specific goals and have you guide me along the way to ensure all of the pieces are in place in my business. Group coaching allows me to collaborate with other tutors, hear their questions that may spark ideas or questions for me, and gives me camaraderie when it's easy to feel alone being a mom and a business owner. I also like the goal-setting aspect as it holds me accountable and moving forward in my business. Thank you for everything, Joanne. Now, this is my purpose, you guys, and this is my mission. And I've continuing to build the support team I have even bigger. I'm hiring more coaches to help tutors, and my requirement of them is that they have been a successful online tutor. So I would like to officially welcome Suzanne Davis and Terry Grigsby to this amazing group of tutors that are willing to help other tutors out with their business. Now, each of these tutors, they bring experience in different areas that's going to help bring your marketing to the next level. Now, if you saw the YouTube live on Thursday, you would have noticed that Suzanne is a blogging and Pinterest expert. In fact, tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Suzanne is going to be holding a free webinar where she's going to be teaching her 3-step system to writing blogs, sharing it on social media, and getting others to share her blogs for her. She has over 285,000 viewers on her Pinterest page, and she's going to be sharing how she has made this happen so that you can make it happen as well. So if you haven't signed up for this training yet, do so before time runs out. The link is in the description. And Terry Grigsby has a webinar that everyone is invited to as well called Get Your First 5 Students in Less Than a Month. And during this training, you're going to learn about some of the non-traditional ways to get clients that Terry has been successful with. And this is also a free training. So to sign up, there's a link in the description, you guys. And there are some really exciting things happening here to support you. Now, people were shocked when I told them that I closed the doors to the Insider Secrets Club, but it is only because we're making it better. Now, in the meantime, I'm creating a whole series that's going to inspire you to reach new heights with your online tutoring business. And instead of competing with other tutors and charging less so that you can get hired, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint that I have created so that you can charge more and tutor less if you so desire. You're going to be able to turn supplemental income into a career if you choose. And this training is designed for new people just getting started, as well as people who have been doing it for years. It is going to be revolutionary and life-changing. It is going to show you how to put getting students on autopilot and systems on autopilot so that you can spend more time teaching and less time marketing as you become more and more book solid. Now, this does not mean that you don't have to put in a little elbow grease into it, right? But you're going to know exactly what actions to take and when to take them so that you have the online tutoring business that you dreamed of. Now, at the end of the series, the doors are going to open again for people to join the Insider Secrets Club, but the doors will only be open for 1 week. Now, if this stuff excites you, give me a boom cha in the chat or the comment section. I mean, I'm excited about supporting you guys that I have put on hold accepting new reading students so that I can dedicate all of my time and energy to helping you get started. We've covered some important habits in this series. Habit number 1 was to create more time by thinking about your schedule differently. Habit number 2 was to not only create a business plan, but a simple one that is only 1 page so that you're going to actually use it on a daily basis. I focus on how we need to always be learning to stay on top of best practices in habit number 3 and how to think positively in habit number 4. I share my personal checklist of things to focus on in habit number 5, and habit number 6, you learn how to save money so that you have the amount of money that you need when you need it. Habit number 7 gave you ideas on how to stay motivated when things get tough and you begin to lose steam in your business. And habit number 8 talked about the importance of an accountability partner. Then in the last video, I shared how to network with people effectively so that you don't get blocked. Now, if you missed any of the videos in these series, then click on the right-hand side so that you can see the entire playlist. Tell me what you liked most about this series in the comments section. What would you like to see more of? Next week, I'm going to begin a series where I answer people's top questions. Do you have a question that you'd like answered? Submit it to me and you may get chosen. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and make sure to sign up for one or all of the free trainings that we're going to be offering in the next couple of weeks. And if you like this content, hit like, subscribe, and that little bell.